What's going on, everyone? That intro is messed up, I already know, but it is what it is. How's everyone doing? Doing a weekly stream due to some crazy price action today. So how's everybody doing? Give me a 1 2 1 2 if everything sounds good, music's not too loud. Let's see what's going on here. Biggest bull trap of all time. I'll put the bear away now. I had to get that off my chest. So let me turn the music up for myself so I can actually enjoy some background music along with you guys. 1 2 1 2, perfect. Okay, I think I got my chats up. Oh shit, I thought I had. Yeah, we'll just roll with it. Cool, a whole 3 people in here, so full house tonight. Yeah, we'll just get it, man. So first thing with BTC, this is what a lot of people have drawn. If you've been watching a lot of channels, a lot of crypto Twitter and everything like that, this is the chart right now. So we are consecutively making, well, starting right here, we're making higher highs and lower lows. So this technically is not a bullish type pattern, but due to BTC really doesn't play by the rules. What we really need to focus on is overtaking this 25.25. What I've talked about is taking over 25.7, and then a lot of other TA people are just saying 26 even. Like, we just need to take over 26 even and we'll be good. That 26, I think they're drawing their fibs off of the bottom right here. Then you have that 26.1 right here at the 0.5. And I'm really not taking that into consideration because the 0.5 isn't really a major fib. Regardless, that it did have some sort of effect back here in May of 2022. Prior to that, though, I really never played any sort of significant role in BTC. So everyone's calling 26. What I'm looking for is a little bit lower than 26. What I'm looking for is, if I draw this horizontal line, I'm looking for this area right here. Let me drop it down just a little bit. So this area right here, you can see prior to our bull run, it acted as a very, very brief resistance back here in 2020. And in the current times where we're at now, that was that heavy resistance that we tested back here in July. And we got pretty close to it in January of this year. We already tested it in February of this year. And if we just zoom in real quick, we're pretty close to testing it right now on our current candle. So I'm really not looking at that 26. If anything, I'm going to be looking at around 25, 25.7, 25.6. If we get over that, then I'm full moon boy right now. I already said I already got my moon boy pants on. I still have my helmet sitting on the table over here. So once we actually break above that, I'll put my moon boy helmet on and we'll be ready to go. So short term for BTC, the crazy part is, you saw how we ran today. Look at the WTX on the day chart. We ran today and we still just got a buy signal on the WTX. So we have a ton of moon juice behind us right now. I mean, we got two sell signals back here, and we still continued higher, and we just got a buy signal. And we're just reaching this resistance right now. Man, we have some backing behind us for BTC. So might be a little bit more of a moon boyish live stream tonight, but why not, right? I've been bearish for so long. I've been putting a lot of hints out that I've been flipping moon boyish with my BTC charts on my channel lately. RSI is looking great, and on the day chart as well. Look at this MACD on BTC. The day chart BTC MACD is about ready to flip bullish. So regardless of this pump, people saying, hey, this is just a pump or scam pump because of the banks and everything like that, indicators and everything like that still kind of called it before the banks collapsed. We were pretty much reset on all these indicators, got the buy signals and all of these, and we still have room to run. So now we're going to be drawing off the fibs. So where are we looking for? I'm going to be looking for that 1618 resistance, and that 1618 resistance from the top to the bottom right here is going to be at approximately 32,000 BTC. Now, I don't think we're going to be get there in one straight wick. You can see how I draw that resistance area prior. That resistance area is sitting here at that 0.5 on the larger fib. We get above this 0.5 here at 20, yeah, that 25.6. I guess that's what I called earlier, that 25.6, 0.5 area. Our next stop is gonna be the bottom of this 1618. I've talked several times on my Discord, or not Discord, several times on my channel. When you're below a 618, it acts as a heavy resistance area. And yes, it does. I mean, it acted as a resistance area back here prior in 2000 or May 2022. But we have a lot of juice behind us, guys, to actually blast through this 0.5. A lot of people are calling 1610K. I mean, I was calling, what was I calling? 12K for a while. But sometimes you just have to ignore the news and look at the charts, and the charts are looking really bullish right now. We definitely had the double bounce off this downtrend. What we need to focus on is getting over this 25.6. We get over 25.6, BTC's off to the races, and we are officially moonish. So another thing I want to look at, I haven't looked at this today, so this is the first time I'm actually looking at it. I think it's the week chart. I want to look at the GMMA. The GMMA, that's the one indicator that hasn't crossed over bullish yet prior to all these other indicators. These other indicators have already said we're in a bull run back in June. The GMMA has not said that yet. So let me toss this GMMA on and see if we actually crossed over yet. Look at that. Look at that. So GMMA, I went over this a couple times, but if you're new to the live stream or you just tuned in, this is the bear market. So we have our double bull market right here, right? The green area, we cross over there, we cross over. This red right here is bear market, correct? Okay, so then we go here in 2017, we get that top end of 2017, beginning of 2018, we cross over, we have this red drop right there. That's the bear market. We cross over green, that's the bull market. Obviously we had the catalyst of the COVID, which causes dip right here, but if we didn't have that COVID, that probably would have continued higher from that point on. So currently right now, you can see we had that bull run top back in, March, April 2021. We dipped below that line and we continued below that line. Yes, we briefly touched above it right here in November 2021. But since then, this was a bear market right here. And you can obviously see back in January, beginning of this year, we crossed over this on the GMMA. So I've put out a lot of videos calling the bottom of BTC possibly already in. And it's looking more and more promising every day, in my personal opinion. I don't know if I'm just like getting euphoric or anything like that, or just tired of the bear market. But you saw what happened today, guys. Banks crashed and Bitcoin ran. So for Bitcoin right now, I'm keeping an eye on approximately this 25.6, overtake 21.56. The next main resistance area that I'm focused on is 32.4 for BTC. I know that sounds crazy, but it's definitely a possibility for BTC. Indicators are definitely primed on the one-day chart to make a run on BTC. So that's my rant about BTC, guys. How's everyone do today? Hope you guys made some profits today. I'm still holding. I was lucky enough to buy some more Azro yesterday. I bought some more Bonk yesterday for the run up. I almost didn't buy Azro yesterday. So Azro yesterday, when I bought it, was at 121, and I was kind of looking for like a 112 retracement on LF0. But then I thought, there's a lot of big news coming out this week, and I knew Monday today was going to be big with the banks crashing and stuff like that. And my mindset was, so what does Bitcoin do? Bitcoin is pretty much made to hedge against what's happening right now. This is pretty much what Bitcoin's for. Banks crash, Bitcoin, that's why you have Bitcoin. Bitcoin's decentralized. You don't have that with Bitcoin. So prior to that, I just bought some crypto because I'm like, you know what? I wonder if BTC pumps and I miss this pump, if I'm going to miss out. So I did buy some coins yesterday, but honestly, I did short this morning. I did short ACH this morning. I got up pretty profitable, about 20%, but then I let it ride, and then it got to hit my stop loss. And then obviously, if you looked at the charts today, a lot of coins ran today. So a lot of coins that we're to look at tonight are to be looking most likely at the 50% area or overbought. I mean, if you look at the day chart, BTC just printed a buy signal and altcoins lag behind BTC. So BTC or altcoins are most likely in this downtrend area right here that BTC already had. But I guess we won't figure that out until we look at some altcoins. So let's get into some altcoins. If anyone has requests, put them in the chats. If not, we're to start off with LF0. Is that? Okay, so we got Azure right here. I'm going to do it on MEXC because MEXC is what I bought it at, or where I bought it. So here we are at LF0. So LF0, I charted this, I believe, yesterday or the day before. Off the 0.5, overtook that 618 area right here. Currently working our way up towards the 786 on LF0. So for LF0 right now, indicators are looking primed. I'm going to be looking for this movement up to about the 786, which is approximately another 14% move to the upside for LF0. So LF0 definitely has room to run. We had this really nice run up for LF0, but if we overtake the 786, what I'm kind of focusing on is overtaking this high right here. If we overtake this high on LF0 at 162, we are going to be golden for LF0. And the great thing about it is, back when we were this high on LF0 at 194 and back here at 162, indicators were extremely overbought or oversold. If we look right now at LF0, we're over the 618. That is probably the most major hurdle that we really need to focus on, was getting over the 618. So being over it is just bullish AF. MACD right now, look at that. It's about ready to roll over bullish. We're about ready to roll over bullish after this very lengthy bearish period on the MACD. Indicators right now, RSI is sitting at 48, starting to deviate to the upside. And the the other main thing I wanted to point out is the WTX is looking primed to run as well. Last time we were down at this general area, we ran to the overbought areas. And if we just take a zoom out, the last time was back here, January 7th, and we ran approximately 138%. So for LF0 now, this could be the bottom right here at around 123, and we could be looking for that 1236 area for that next top. Like, this could just be an expanded top area where we have a high here, a low here, a high here, a low here. We could be just starting to do these larger movements up if you believe this is the start of a bull run. So short term right now, I'm going to be bullish on LF0, at least working its way up to the 786 area at around 160, and then we will assess the situation at that time. So I think we're going to be looking for another 14% move to the upside for Azero, or 14 to 12% up to the 786 area at around $1.60. So that's the Azero chart. If we get in the chats here, if we get in the chats here, we have Bonk. Definitely need to look at Bonk. The only reason I got into Bonk was because of Grizz. And Grizz put out Bonk in the Discord. And I've been actually looking to try to get into dog coins for a while now, believe it or not. I know they're shit coins, but I've always had it in the back of my mind, but they were always all already played out. A lot of them already played out. A lot of them already had decent sized market caps. And then he said Bonk, and I was like, oh, I totally forgot about Bonk. So I looked at Bonk, and I'm like, okay, so this is pretty much the main coin for Solana, the main dog coin for Solana. And then I saw the market cap of it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a steal. Not financial advice, but I think Bonk could be the shit coin that makes a lot of money next bull run. So I picked up quite a bit of it, and it actually did run pretty good today. So not saying I'm correct, not saying I'm incorrect. It's still too early to tell, but Bonk did pretty well today, guys. Let's see, Bonk. So Bonk's up 13.1%. It was up 18 point whatever percent earlier, but as the day goes on, you know, the prior lows get absorbed, so the percent drops. But still, yesterday we were at 4.2. Today we're at 42. Today we're at 54. So we did a pretty good run up today for Bonk. Charts right now, this is the day chart for Bonk on MEXC. That's where I bought it, so that's where I'm going to chart it. I was talking about Bonk. I put a couple of videos out calling this is the possible bottom for Bonk at around that 4.0 to 3 or 4.0 to 4.5 area for Bonk. And if we go to a shorter time frame, such as the 4 hour, and chart this, I still think it's true. So what we see here is we do have a downtrend for bonk if this loads. This downtrend for bonk right here is what I'm gonna be focused on next. So yes, we disregard this because obviously that's right when it got listed. So the price action when coins first get listed on exchanges are very volatile and they don't really represent much data that you can actually use off charting. So we're gonna ignore that. So short trip for right now for bonk, we had this very, very nice V-shaped bottom right here, the very large capitulation V-shaped bottom. What I'm currently looking for is coming back up to test this downtrend here at around 6.8. Indicators right now in the 4-hour, however, are looking pretty high. We have the WTX almost printing red. We're not in red yet. The RSI is pretty high as well. MACD is still running bullish, as you can see. So 4-hour chart is looking pretty high. Let's actually draw a lifelong fib and see what we can see here. So that convergence area is up here at the 236. Short term, if we go bottom to top right here, what we're going to be looking for is this 382. So if we zoom in here, you can see on the fib retracement, we're currently getting stopped out at the 618. So the 618, I've talked about this several times. It's called the golden pocket. It's a very, very heavy resistance area within the Fibonacci retracements and extensions. So this is going to be a main area to focus on right now. If we do get rejected at this area, the next stop for bonk is most likely back down to the 786 at around 4.6. This would actually play into the pattern that it's had since the V-shaped bottom. As you can see right here with the V-shaped bottom, we have been doing high, low, high, low, high, low. So there is a possibility that for bonk right now, with the way that the indicators are looking being as high as they are, that we don't have the momentum to get over the 618, and the 618 is going to reject us back down to the 786. So for bonk, we could possibly see a retracement of approximately, if I can get this right, that's a large retracement, 15% retracement. That pretty much takes away your day gains right there. But yeah, with a small market cap and everything like that, it's very volatile. So we could definitely see a retracement up to 16% to the 786. If you overtake the 618 right now, what we're going to see is the 0.5 right here at 6.1, back test the 618, and then work our way up to this downtrend. I'm holding this long term. I bought in down here. If it goes lower than that, so be it. I'm not going to buy anymore right now. It's definitely a high risk play in my personal opinion. But if you think the dog's going to run one more time, this is probably the best dog to get in on with the low market cap and being the top dog on Solana blockchain. So short term right now, indicators are high on the 4. I'm going to be looking for a slight pullback and continuation of the upside. Day chart on bonk. Day chart on bonk is looking crazy bullish. So I pointed this out prior in bonk on the 7th of March about getting this buy signal, and obviously we got that buy signal right here, and we capitulated and had a V-shaped bottom. V-shaped bottoms are very bullish. So after we got that buy signal, we had the capitulation, got another buy signal on the RSI, or not RSI, on the WTX. RSI, you can see the RSI, the lifetime, the day. There's not a whole lot of data because it's on MEXC right now, and it hasn't been on MEXC that long. So the RSI has been low pretty much since inception on MEXC, high of 33. So RSI is currently tailing up as well. And if you look at the MACD did just have a bullish crossover. So for it first being listed on MEXC, obviously you start off high, people get all hyped up, and they sell off. You have that bearish crossover, and then you start getting into normal stabilized prices after an exchange listing. So we just had that bullish crossover on the MACD. So for me, that is kind of staying at the bottom as in for bonk right now in the short term, unless BTC absolutely shifts the bet and goes down to 12K. So on the day chart right now, you can see we're currently getting stopped at the 618. Longer term, I think the play is going to be working our way up to this 382 here at around 6.9 for bonk. But I don't know if that's just because I'm biased, because I think this coin's going to make a lot of money and I own it, or if I'm just reading these charts right. But the charts are definitely saying that we are oversold and it does want to move up. So once we start moving up, I'll post more videos on my channel. And what it's mainly going to focus on is trying to overtake this current downtrend for bonk, which I think we're going to be heading up to contend with here in the short term. So that's what I'm going to be looking for bonk. So can I look at Anchor? Yes, I can look at Anchor. Oh boy, so Anchor's up 13.6 at 3.4, 10 billion max, 8 billion circulating, 281 million market cap. All-time high of 21 cents 2 years ago. So it almost 2 years ago, you know, top of the last bull run. We're currently only down 83%, which is very, very well compared to a lot of other coins. A lot of other coins that we look at tonight are to be down 90+% still in this bear market. So only being down 83% shows that it held up very, very good during the bear market, which could be promising in the bull run. All-time low is 3 years ago at 0007. If you would have bought that, you'd be up 4,774. Gone over this several times. Just the power of diamond handing your coins. 3 years, you'd be up over 4,000, almost 5,000% on your investment. So diamond hands pays off. I mean, people work their whole life for a 401k retirement plan, put some money into a coin, hold on to it for 4 or 5 years, and possibly get a 4,000 to 5,000% return on that. Crazy. And being at the bottom, well, we recently just got to the bottom of the bear market, in my personal opinion, but we're still at a very good accumulation phase, my personal opinion, to still pick up some coins and make some very good profits in this bull run. But I don't want to get off on a rant on that because we're talking about Anchor right now. So Anchor. So Anchor right now, wow, I haven't charted this in a while. Last time I charted it was, looks like February, and I was talking about heading down this 382, which if we look at the 4 hour, it looks like it actually played out heading down to that 382. The loads. So zoom out here. It definitely played out like I charted it. So what I talked about here, I can definitely tell what I talked about because of these 3 circles. So what I pretty much talked about here is when you have large run-ups like this, where you trace back down to the 50% area of that pump. If you've watched me for any amount of time, I've talked about this time and time again. And that's exactly what happened right here. We had the initial run up and we retraced back down to the 50% area of that pump, which was usually it's the 0.5, but you have to keep an eye on the 0.5382 area, and it was the 382 area. But enough about that. We don't care about the past price history. We care about the current price action, and that's what we're to be looking at right now. So current price action on Anchor. Let's just clear everything up. Current price action 4 hour, we did get this buy signal on March 10th. If we would have listened to this buy signal on the WTX, I love the WTX. Even though it's not accurate all the time, you can definitely use it with your other indicators, and it gives a pretty, I guess, decent size indicator of the momentum of which way the coin's heading. So we did get a buy signal here on March 10th for Anchor, and if we would have listened to that buy signal, we would have been able to catch a 35% upswing just on the spot trade alone. Indicators right now are pretty high in the 4 hour. We're almost to the red on the WTX. We're almost overbought on the RSI, and the MACD is starting to lose momentum. We have a lightish green candle here. We're starting to lose momentum, and I don't want to say roll over bearish because there's still a lot of room to drop to the downside, but we're starting to lose momentum and drop towards a bearish area on the MACD. So short term right now, yeah, we're gonna be drawing a fib. So I think I want to draw a large fib on this. So the large fib on this, we have the top, obviously the top right here to the bottom. Top to the bottom, you can see we bounced off the bottom 382. We did have some sort of price volatility short term right now. We are having problem getting over this 382 at 34. So the colored fibs right now that I have here, the 382, 618, 786, those are pretty much the main fib areas they want to focus on, including this 1618 up here. The other ones are just very, very light resistance areas. So that's why I have the main ones that I'm focused on in different colors. So we currently are getting stopped out at the 382. You can see as I'm charting this candle's currently tailing back down. So for this 382 on the Anchor right now, it does look like we are overbought, and it does look like we want to see this pullback. So the pullback for Anchor right now, I think we could be seeing a possible 9% pullback back down to this point or 0.236 area right here at around 3 cents. That 3 cents area does seem like a reasonable area to see a pullback because it is a main support area. Being around those whole numbers are very, very psychological numbers nonetheless. So this is on the larger fib right here. If we go by the shorter fib, for some very, very short TA here, shorter fib, we're definitely going to be going for the fib extension now since we are at the top. So the fib extension right now, obviously you have the 1 right here. That pullback that I talked to about the 3 area actually brings us down to the 0.5 right here. So there's 2 different scenarios that we really need to keep a focus on for Anchor. I do think regardless of what I'm saying right here, we are going to be seeing a pullback. It's just where's that pullback going to take us? So there's technically 3 different areas we could see a pullback. I'm going to give you the prices or the general area that you need to focus on for these pullbacks. So there's 3 different areas that's most likely going to stop at on this pullback. First pullback will be to the 786 right here at approximately 3.3. Honestly, I don't think that 3.3 is going to hold. You can see when we tested the 618 right here, we threw a wick all the way back down to the 0.5. The 618 is a main fib, so that's why the price stayed above the 618. What I'm kind of looking for here is a capitulation below the 786 and working our way back down to the 618 at around 3.1, and then have that 3.1 at the 618 throw a wick down to around 3 cents. So I'm thinking of a short drop for Anchor, and that still would maintain its bullish momentum because it would be putting in a higher low. So we would be putting in a higher low for Anchor, and then we could start continuing up possibly to the 1,236, depending on how the CPI comes out tomorrow, because obviously there's a bunch of news coming out this week for crypto, and if every single one of them or a majority of them are beneficial to crypto, we are going to run. And once we get over that 25.6, like I mentioned, or 26,000 BTC, my opinion, bear runs over. We're off to the races, but we're not going to start getting that hopium yet. I'm already getting a little too hyped up on some moon juice. So short term right now for Anchor, 786 continuation up, 618 continuation up, or 0.5 continuation up. Regardless, I do think we're going to be seeing a pullback, and I strongly believe that the 786 right here at around 3.2 is not going to hold. If anything, I would be banking on the 618 to hold here at around 3.1. So Anchor, I'm going to be slightly bearish on in the short term, longer term bullish. So keep an eye on approximate 7-8% pullback. And then once we bounce off that 618, we could see a nice, I don't think it's to be a straight candle rally, but a nice rally of 22% to the upside. So this is kind of what I'm looking for right here for Anchor. Bro, I got fucked up yesterday bad. I closed my good positions and opened really bad ones clean. Fuck. Sorry, chef. You need to just buy spot, man. Enough future plays. Buy spot, hold, buy spot, hold. So where are we looking at now? So, sorry if I mispronounced your name. So Shoaib, you said Boon. Is this the correct Boon, B-O-N, or did you just say Boon just because you wanted to say Boon? I didn't know if you were actually requesting a coin or not for that. So until I hear back, I am going to just continue on. I will chart that if it is the correct coin though. So we're going to look at the graph. So GRT right now is up 10%, 14.5. Infinite max supply. I've always warned about infinite max supply coins. Circulating supply of 8.8 billion, 1.2 billion market cap. We've charted graph quite a bit the last month or so, last couple months actually, since those AI coins and whatnot started ripping. All-time high was 2 years ago at 284. So like I mentioned earlier in the live stream, this coin's down 94% from its all-time high. So we got to be, I don't want to say you want to be cautious of that because a lot of coins are still down 90 some percent, but 94% from the all-time high. All-time low was 4 months ago at 5.2. Excuse me. So GRT, let's see what I charted. So I had, yeah, this was a bearish triangle right here that I had charted. So we had this triangle sitting here at the 0.5, big capitulation down to the 236. So this fib is actually valid still from the last time I charted it. I don't remember what I said last time. That was a bearish indicator. Okay, GRT. So GRT right now, we got these 3 buy signals on the WTX, got the buy signal on the RSI. MACD starting to roll bearish. Just because it's starting to roll bearish doesn't mean it's going to move bearish. You can see we had a degolfing. I don't know what it's called. I call it degolfing because it's not an engulfing. So a degulfing candle prior to that, but we still ran up higher. If I just had to take a look at these indicators, we are in 50-50 land right now between the 0.5 and the 618. When you're below the 618, it kind of acts as a magnet pulling you up. So I am going to be looking for the 618 move to the upside around 15.8. So regardless of us being a little high on the WTX and the RSI and the MACD about ready to roll over, just being in this 50-50 area, the MACD, I think what we could possibly see is a pullback back down to this 0.5 at around 14.5 and a continuation up to the 618. So that is kind of what I'm seeing here for GRT. If we draw a general downtrend that we've been in since February, we broke out of that downtrend. I mean, you could actually extend this to the top. So this is bullish right now. So we had the big V-shaped capitulation. What we need to do is have a confirmation. It looks like it's trying to confirm right now. So confirmation after a breakout is you break out, you back test it, and then continue to the upside. So we broke out. What we're going to be seeing is the back test. Most likely the back test is going to bring us to the 0.5 here at 13.914, and it's going to throw a wick to this downtrend resistance area. So what I'm going to see is a 0.5 test right here at 13.14, throw a wick down to this downtrend, and then we're going to be seeing that reversal back up to the upside to around 618. So I'm going to be bullish on GRT, just that slight pullback for the confirmation, and then working our way up to the 618. So for the short term right now, I guess you could say a slight pullback of 4 to 5%. And then once we get that confirmation for GRT of official breakout, we can see an 11 to 12% move to the upside. So yeah, the GRT is not looking bad. I just think we need to confirm it first. We definitely broke out of the downtrend though. Oh, there it is. Man, I thought I lost my don't worry about it. Okay, let me go through the chats real quick. So we did GRT from Chef, and then we got Matic from Grizz. So obviously Grizz is the one that got me into Bonk, so he made out on Bonk today, unless he had paper hands. So Polygon 3.3 120. Yeah, you've been in Matic all day, haven't you, Grizz? So Matic right now in the 4 hour, fib is still valid. Fib's still valid from the prior time I charted it. We don't have to adjust it. I don't even remember the prior time I had it. I mean, we could actually go here, but that is not valid. We're gonna be going from the top to the bottom right here. We actually broke above the 618 here for Matic. So similar to GRT, we broke above a very, very main support resistance area on the Fibonacci. This is Fibonacci retracement. So what I'm gonna be looking for is a confirmation right here. So we haven't confirmed this breakout yet, but breaking above the 618 here is actually bullish on Matic. The thing about breaking out right now is the indicators are way high. I mean, we don't have the sell signal yet on the WTX, but we're pretty much in the red on the WTX. RSI is extremely high at 69. MACD is very indecisive, as you can see here, bouncing from light green to green. So 4 hours very indecisive. We are above the 618. Let's see if we can see what's kind of going on the 12-hour chart. So 12-hour chart's telling us that we still have a lot more momentum to go. So the 12-hour chart still running bullish on the MACD. The RSI has a ton of room to run. We're only at 50. The WTX is still below zero. So the 12-hour chart on Matic is looking really bullish. If we draw this downtrend on Matic, we obviously broke out of that. So Matic broke out of this downtrend right here. I know in the Discord, I don't remember who it was. Someone said Matic was going into like 20 cents. But you have to know when to ignore FUD. But short term right now for Matic, I'd be keeping an eye on the 618 area at 118. If we bounce off 118, 12-hour chart definitely has juice to head up to the 786 here at 134. Break below the 618. I don't think we're gonna be going much lower because we're putting in higher highs and higher lows here on the 12-hour. So I don't remember if you were shorting or longing Matic, but I think not financial advice by any means. But I think shorting it might not be the play right now. I mean, 4-hour chart, we're definitely almost exhausted on the indicators. But being above that 618 is kind of iffier to me. Let's see if the 1 hour chart kind of gives us a little bit more information. Yeah, 1 hour chart, we actually had this bottom right here, and we didn't have a double top. So 1 hour chart looks like it's forming a channel. Yeah, this is what we're to be keeping an eye on for Matic, I guess, for the time being. But if you're looking to go below $1 and I'd say $1.14, $1.13 Matic, I don't think it's going to happen. This is a V-shaped bottom, put in higher highs and higher lows. It's a reversal to the upside, so Matic is bullish right now. But, you know, I'm just a guy drawing lines on the screen, so as Vision Pulse says, you always got to do what's best for you. You know, not right all the time. I just get lucky a lot. Okay, where are we at? Wow, we have quite a bit of chats tonight. That's great. This is more chatting than we had in the last couple live streams. Okay, great. So we have Quant now by Unique all the way. So we definitely got to look at our Quant. Everyone's been looking for $100 Quant. And unfortunately, it doesn't look very likely. So Quant 127.8. I think last time I charted, I was saying look out for 135. But I could be mistaken. Snitches get stitches. Looks like last time I charted Quant, this is what I had, bouncing off the 382, heading up to this resistance area at around 133. And it still looks like that's going to be the case here for Quant. It's playing out. I mean, it didn't follow the lines exactly, but it followed the general momentum. And similar to a lot of coins that we're going to look at tonight, they're going to have a lot of V-shaped bottoms. And V-shaped bottoms are definitely a bullish signal of a reversal. So for Quant right now, without drawing any fibs, what I'm looking for is a bounce off probably 124, 125, and working our way up to around 133 to 135. But let's see if I can validate that with a fib. So we're actually going to go from the top to the bottom right here. Wow, look how well this plays out. The power of the fib, guys. I mean, if I only had to choose one indicator, it definitely would be the fib. I mean, look at how closely it's following it just by drawing one line. You can definitely use that for some powerful trades, even though I'm very, very bad at doing that. So short term. So right now for Quant, WTX isn't looking bad. RSI is high. MACD is starting to run bearish. So there's two different scenarios going on here for Quant. Either we're going to put in a higher low at 125. Either we're going to put a higher low at 125 and work our way up to 135 to the 786 here at 137. Or if we do break below this 0.5 right here, that would be put in a lower low, then we'd have a reversal to the downside. A lot of news coming out this week, so there's gonna be a lot of catalysts that push the market. So regardless of what I chart tonight, definitely take everything I say with a grain of salt, because one large number that comes out this week or one comment about something is definitely going to move the market. And regardless of TA, regardless of price action, everything like that, catalysts outweigh all this stuff. So it's going to be a very, very informative week this week. So take everything I say with a little bit of grain of salt. If everything maintains the way that it is, then this is what the charts are saying. But there's gonna be a lot of different catalysts possibly coming out this week that are going to push the market in up or down or left or right or backwards and forwards directions, pretty much any direction. So short tip for now for Quant, slight pullback. I still think we have room to the upside. I'm going bonger. Man, I'm way behind in this chat. Bro, I already saw that, bro. I got fucked up yesterday. Oh, playing with house money. If you're playing with house money, Chef, you need to just buy spot, bro. I don't want to tell you what to do, but buy spot, play futures with fun money. Good luck, bonkers, it happened. Arc block. Is that where I'm at? I'm at arc block. Good luck, it happens. Yeah, so we got ABT. ABT up 4%, 13, 186 total, 98 million circulating. Very, very small market cap. Easily a market cap set up to do some big gains in the bull run. Currently down 91% from 165 5 years ago. It did not make an all-time high the last bull run. So you have to kind of figure out why did it not make an all-time high last bull run, because coins are supposed to do that. So if we compare the market cap to the price, they did not put more coins in circulation, so there has to be a reason why it did not make an all-time high. If it's because the coin's dead, then the coin's dead, and that's something you have to take into consideration. But coins should be making all-time highs every bull run unless they put out more, like a bunch more coins in circulation. And Arc Block did not, according to the market cap price, put more coins in circulation, so for some reason it did not make an all-time high. Pretty much talked in a circle there several times, so let's get into the TA of it. So 7 Bogut, we said GRT. I did GRT just a little bit earlier. I think about two coins ago. So if you want to just zoom back 2 coins ago, it'll be right there. So we had ABT, obviously not following me. So you can see I was wrong here. So stop following me. You can click off the channel now. No, I'm just kidding. So right now for ABT, nice correction, similar to every coin we've looked at, had the nice V-shaped bottom. We're currently overbought though. We're on the 1 hour. Screw the 1 hour. We need to go to the 4. So 4 hour RSI is a little high, WTX a little high, MACD starting to cool down. So we're obviously hitting a resistance somewhere, so we're gonna be hitting some sort of fib. So if we go top to bottom right here, we have the 382 fib. If we go from here to there, that is gonna be the 0.5 fib. And if we go from this top here, that's actually over the 236 fib. So we're probably going to be going from this 0.5 fib right here, since it's the most recent price action, most recent high. So if we look here, we're actually getting rejected off this 0.5. This coin throws out a lot of wicks. So I don't know if this is on futures, but if it was, I would not be playing it, because you could definitely get wicked out very, very easily. So short term right now, we're obviously pretty high in the RSI and all the other indicators, but we're not at a main fib area yet. So what I'm kind of seeing for ABT is a short term move up to the 618. So I'm going to be looking for a movement up to approximately around 13.8, 13.75 for ABT, and then we'll assess the situation once we get up here. Once we get up there, yes, we can possibly see a pullback. Like a lot, oh shoot, like a lot of coins that we've charted, this does look like it. Let me see. Yeah, so a lot of coins that we charted tonight are actually breaking their downtrend. So we have this downtrend from February 22nd, and this actually confirmed the breakout. So this is what I talked about earlier in the live stream about a confirmation of a breakout. So you break out like this, right? And then you have your red candles to back test that resistance. If that resistance holds and you start working your way back up, that's a confirmed breakout. And then you can long, or you can start talking about heading to the upside. So it wasn't a fake out, it was a confirmed breakout. We got the breakout, we back tested the downtrend as support, it held. So that only confirms or makes me feel more confident in the move up to the 618 here for this coin at about 13.75 to 14 cents. So for ABT right now, even though the indicator's a little high, I still think we have some momentum to go. I still think we have about 3.4% to the 618, and then we'll assess the situation. But regardless of, even if it's only 3.4, you guys broke out of this downtrend and you're actually confirmed bullish right now. So that's probably the main thing to take away from this. I know 3.4% doesn't sound like a lot, but you are, what the hell? But you guys are in Fibs are boring. You're boring, man. Get out of here. So if we get over the 618 or 382, 618 back test and possible continuation to the upside. Okay, so we did ABT, Loom. What Loom are you talking about? You're talking about Loom old right here? Or are you talking about Loom Network new? I'm assuming you're talking about new. Wow, yeah. So this one's up 50.3 at 9.2, 1 billion total supply. Doesn't have the market cap or circulated on CoinGecko, so definitely do your own research on that, because it's definitely an important thing to know when investing in any cryptocurrency. All-time high in this coin was 25 cents 2 years ago. We actually held up very, very well during this bear market. We're only down 63% from that all-time high. All-time low was 9 months ago at 0.3. If you would have bought 9 months ago, you'd be up 191% on your investment. Lion Network. Oh, is that what you meant? Lion Network, so not Loom? I don't see Lion Network unless you're talking about Loom. Oh, so you are right. Okay, so we'll look at Loom. That's a run right there. And you know what, Chef? I bet you already know what I'm going to say about this. You know what I say about these large run-ups, right? So 4 hour right now, we're going to do the fib retracement. Sometimes I want to flick a booger on mean people. So right now, I've talked about this several times in the channel. When you have large run-ups, you normally retrace back down to the 50% area of that pump. I'm not going to go over it, but I'm going to draw these circles just for reference right there. Actually, I will go over it. So the people who bought in at the bottom who take profit at the top, you have people who bought at the top. And when the coin starts dropping because the people at the bottom start taking profit, the coin starts retracing. Then you get the panic sellers who bought in at the top who sell, and it generally retraces back down to the 50% area. Trust me, I've played this for longs and shorts several times, and it's worked out very, very successful for me. So what I'm gonna be looking for here is a retracement back down to the 0.5 at around 7.2. So why does it retrace back down to the 0.5? Well, you have the people down here who take their profit, you have the people up here who panic sell, then you have the people who bought in the middle. So when the coin retraces back down to that 50% area, you have people who are up a couple dollars, you have people who are down a couple dollars. Those are the people that are comfortable holding their position. You don't have the people up here holding their position anymore, and you don't have the people down here holding their position anymore. You have the people at the 0.5 area holding their position. So for short term right now for Loom, that is what I am going to be looking for. You can see the WTX is in the red. We did not get a sell signal. You can see the RSI is overbought with the red, and the MACD is about ready to roll over bearish. Not about ready to roll over bearish, but we're starting to lose momentum on the MACD. So for short term right now, I don't think the 786 is going to hold. I think we're heading down approximately 14%. But of course, you got that 618 in there you have to contend with. So I guess the two different areas that we have to keep a focus on here is first stop would be 7.8, and then inevitably heading down to the 0.5 at around 7.2. So that's what I'm seeing here for Loom. So Loom right now, slight retracement, then continuation to the upside. That would maintain its bullish momentum, putting in a higher high and higher low. So yeah, Loom's not looking bad, Chef. It's just we had a nice run and we just need a retracement right now to cool down. So time's up 5.7% at 46.56. I've talked about time several times and how it could possibly make some very, very large gains in the bull run due to the low circulating supply and low market cap. I mean, the all-time high during the bull run last time was 569. We're down 91% from that all-time high. All-time low was 3 years ago. If you would have bought 3 years ago, you'd be up 12,000% on your investment. How crazy is that? So 46.59 for time. There was a brief period in time where we charted time quite a bit, but since then we really haven't charted it that much. No, I did not chart XRP. I don't think I got a request for XRP unless I missed it. So time right now, definitely volatile. So the thing about time is you can short, I think you can short and long. No, that's Wi-Fi. But time wicks a lot. So time wicks a lot due to the low circulating supply and the low market cap. You can definitely see the step up pattern. Last time we charted it, I remember going over the step up pattern a lot in the past. So we had a lot of bullish pennants play out here in the step up pattern. I'll get to the recent price history, but I wanted to go over this past price action. So we had the pull, pennant, breakout, pull, pennant, breakout, pull, pennant, breakout, capitulation down. So just like in life, and I've mentioned this several times about double tops, double bottoms, triple tops, and everything like that, everything happens in threes. Most of the time, or the maximum time things happen is in threes, and we definitely saw that here at the 3 bullish pennants play out, and we had the big drop after that. So if you see me chart in the past, or you see videos in the future when I talk about possible 3 tops or possible 3rd time doing this and stuff like that, I will mention everything normally happens in threes. Be very, very cautious, because this could be the last time that it does this. So just keep that in the back of your mind. 2s and 3s, you really rarely ever get a 4. So chrono time right now, top to the bottom. We're gonna draw a boring ass fib real quick. 236 is currently our resistance area right now. You can see the MACD is still bullish. RSI sitting at a good point. The WTX still has some room to run. So for short term right now, what we need to focus on is getting over this 236 at around 46.75. 46.75. We get over that, I can see a decent sized run up to the 382 here at around 58 cents, or not 58 cents, $50 to $50.50. So I'd be keeping an eye on approximately an 8% run to the upside for time. It definitely looks doable here on the 4 hour. If we just look at the 1 day chart here on time real quick, the 1 day chart is looking pretty good as well. You can see we're pretty low on the RSI. MACD is about ready to roll over bullish here. You can see we're starting to lose that bearish momentum and roll to the upside. Oh, don't even get Mr. Andy Walk started on XRP, man. Don't even get him started. So if we get over this 382 right here, I think the next stop is gonna be or 236 right here. I think the next stop is gonna be the 382. So for time, I'm gonna be bullish here in the short term for approximately a, just to go over it again, what percentage was that? I don't think it was super large, but a 9% move to the upside for time. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be looking for, is that movement up to around the 382 for time. So now we're on to ApeCoin. So ApeCoin down 37448. Man, I haven't tried ApeCoin in a while. Is there, what happened to all the news on ApeCoin? I thought there was gonna be some massive utility coming out for it or something like that, and then the bear market hit and they just stopped talking about it. Wow, look at that buy signal right there. That's probably one of the, I think that this is probably the biggest buy signal I've ever seen on any chart. Like, look at that candle. It's lime green, so that's how you can tell it's a buy signal, plus the greens right here. But that is a huge ass buy signal right there, and the MACD hasn't even flipped bullish yet. So MACD hasn't flipped bullish. Let's see. I actually want to see what the GMMA looks like with this huge ass buy signal. Yeah, GMMA hasn't crossed over bullish yet either. You can still, we're still bearish on the GMMA since February 1st. Ooh, the good old 618 rejection right there. The good old 618 rejection. The great thing about this is we're getting rejected the 618, and it's always the worst case scenario getting rejected the 618 when you don't have any opportunity to overtake it. So short term, what I'm going to be looking for ApeCoin is possible retracement down to this 236 and the continuation up to the 786. So for ApeCoin right now, it's looking extremely bullish right now with the 618 suppressing us. Indicators are looking really good, however. So I don't think we're to be heading back down to that price range of 378. That 378 that you bought it at, I think you're good. I think the lowest that we could possibly go is around 410 to $4, and then we're going to see a nice movement to the upside for Ape right there. So it's kind of looks like you bought the bottom, because this is the bottom right here. You got that nice V-shaped bottom, so congratulations on that. I think you're sitting solid on that buy. I think we're to be looking for some nice movement to the upside here for Ape, similar to this situation here. So yeah, Ape, slight pullback, then continuation to the upside. Yo, thanks for the super chat, Chef. XRP, no. Okay. XRP 0.1%. XRP is not looking good. It's going to 0. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Best sell now and get your money before you can't get it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So XRP is down 0.1% at 37 cents. I talked about this last time. This looks like Head and Shoulders right here to me, and it's still playing out. Head and Shoulders is bearish, if I'm not mistaken. Hang on, let me just look up the pattern real quick. Believe it or not, I don't have every single pattern memorized. I type in Head and Shoulders and the shampoo shows up. Head and Shoulder pattern. There we go. Let's see what pulls up there. Yeah, Head and Shoulders is a bearish pattern, guys. Here, I'll pull it up for you guys so you guys can see. Hey, don't tell Mr. Andy Walk that. I don't want to hurt his feelings. Or does he only have one feeling? So right now, this is kind of what I'm seeing here. Head and Shoulders I've talked about before, but obviously I've been wrong several times about a lot of things. So neckline is obviously right here. Horizontal neckline's right here. Let me get rid of my scribbles real quick. So this is what I'm seeing right here. Head and Shoulders still playing out. I'm going to be looking for this drop down of the neckline here at around 33 cents for XRP. If you break below the neckline, you can see what happens when you break below the neckline. You capitulate down. So you can see shoulder, head, shoulder is the definition. And what I see here is shoulder, head, shoulder forming. So capitulation down to around 33 cents. Then we'll assess that neckline at the same, once we get down there. So you can be bullish on XRP if you want, but I'm seeing a Head and Shoulders pattern right here, which is bearish. Keep an eye on 33 cents for the next stop. So regardless of that, let's draw a fib on this and see what's going on. See if we can find any support resistance or anything to validate that 33 cents prediction. Look at that, like clockwork. Man, you just can't ignore these fibs, right? Look at that. We're actually below. Oh no, we haven't broken it yet. So we break below this 382. That 33 cents is sitting right on the neckline right here at the 236. So if we break below 36, what is this? 36.8. Yeah, if we break below 36.8 for XRP, that's going to confirm it for me. And then we're going to be heading back down to the neckline at 33. So 382 at 36.8, break below that, heading down to 33. 33 is that neckline sitting exactly on top of this 236 right here. I don't have feelings. $10% drop for XRP. XRP scam. Okay, so let's go through the chats real quick. So just one XRP suppressed. Gala, yeah, of course we can look at. Man, I used to chart Gala a lot too. Man, this music is putting me to sleep. Ah, it's over. Gala 3.8 at 3.7. Oh shit, wrong one. Wow, nice run on Gala right here. Of course, that's when we were talking about it back when I was at 1.5. I still kick myself in the ass for not getting that. So, like clockwork, we had the large run up right here, and we trace back to the 50% area of that pump, which is the 0.5. We got the buy signal on the WTX. RSI is low. MACD just flipped bullish. Actually, it looked like we had a really nice flip on the MACD here. So this is on the day chart right here. Retrace back on the 50. So I think this is the bottom for Gala right now, guys. The bottom for Gala was sitting here at 3 cents on the day chart. What it looks like we want to do here is head up to the 786. So on the day chart right now, we do have this downtrend to contend with. It looks like we actually broke out of this downtrend. We're back testing it right now. We're currently back testing it. Yeah, this back test is going to hold. We're above the 618. So we're back testing this downtrend right here. And the downtrend support is sitting exactly on the 618 convergence area. So we're gonna get a bounce from here on Gala. I think this, out of everything we charted tonight, this might be the most profitable long. Not financial advice, but I think I might long Gala. We got a 618 support. We got a downtrend convergence support area. It's going to hold. It's going to hold. Indicators look primed and ready to run. I'd be looking for a nice move to the upside for Gala. Next main resistance fib area is 786, 27% pump. Not obviously not in one run, but that's the next main resistance area. So long on Gala. Long on Gala. Let me write that down. But like I said earlier in the live stream, there's a lot of information coming out this week, a lot of different catalysts. So just because the charts say one thing doesn't mean a catalyst could push it a different way. But this chart's looking, this is grade A longing opportunity chart right here. This is what you look for. Break out of the downtrend, back test continuation. So if BTC maintains its price or we get some CPI tomorrow that is absolutely bullish as fuck, this thing's taking off. CPI not bullish. So is the CPI data coming out tomorrow? What's coming out tomorrow? We have to look at Monica's chart that she posted in the Discord. CPI. So what's everyone thinking the CPI is? What do you guys think the CPI is going to be? So EGLD. $6.2. $5.4. I was thinking 5.5. You're drinking the bog. Okay, let's get it. Multiverse EGLD 4.4 4296. Very good setup with a small circulating supply, small market cap. Not small market cap, small circulating supply, small max supply, and a $1 billion market cap. 545 1 year ago, 651 2 years ago. So did we ever hear anything back about Beast? Or is he still MIA? So let's get in the EGLD. See, like I said, I'm wrong just as much as I'm right. Man, look at all these. All the coins we charted tonight had a very, very nice V-shaped bottom. So last live stream, I think we were talking about us possibly getting lower to see a bounce, but look at this. A lot of coins had a very, very, very nice V-shaped bottom, which solidifies a reversal. I mean, look at that's the day chart right there. If we go to the 4-hour chart, I mean, I guess you could extend it like this. As Vision Paul says, I'm going to move the goalpost a little bit. Right now on the 4-hour chart, we're getting rejected right here at this downtrend. WTX is high, RSI is high, MACD starting to lose some momentum. Momentum being lost is not good. So let's go from this high to this low. Hey man, you're the type of person I'm gonna put in the octagon. Okay, so right now you can see we actually broke above the 0.5 right here, testing this downtrend area right now. We still can technically go to the overbought, but the last time we were in overbought was back here on February 18th, and prior to that we had to go all the way back to January. So it doesn't enter overbought on the WTX that much, and we rarely enter overbought on the RSI. So MACD is starting to lose some momentum as well. So I always play cautious, and the cautious charting crypto is saying we're going to be seeing them pull back to the 382. That still would maintain its bullish momentum. You can see we had a low here, a high here, a higher low here, higher high, and so on and so forth. So this would actually put it in a higher low, would allow the indicators to come down and cool off and give us a nice running momentum to possibly break out of this downtrend and head up to the 618 area right here at around $44.50. So for EGLD right now, I do see a slight pullback, approximately a 3 to 4% pullback down to the 382, and then a continuation to the upside. So something like this. So the thing about tomorrow is I actually have tomorrow off from work, so we're actually going to be able to live stream the CPI if they actually post, if they actually have anything like that online. We can do another live stream tomorrow during the day. And this would be cool. I mean, if crypto took off and we're actually all be able to be like financially free, not like rich, but actually financially free, I wouldn't mind just charting crypto all day long. Yeah. So 3 people at my work have strep throat, and my throat has just been killing me today. So I went and got tested after work today, and they said my throat is very, very red, but the test came back negative. They said like it could be too early for an incubation period for the bacteria. So there is a chance that I do have some strep throat. So yes, I am doing a live stream, but I'm every time I'm talking, I'm just chugging water so my throat doesn't feel like sandpaper. But so work didn't want me to come in tomorrow, so I have an extra day off. You have it. Dude, I swear everyone has it. Like my family lives up north in Ludington, and part of my family has it there, and people have it down here. It's crazy. Strep throat is normally like don't kids normally get strep throat? Older people hardly don't. Older or adult people normally don't get strep throat, but who knows? Maybe the government released some sort of super strep throat, and that's gonna be the next disease. My knees don't hurt. Well, yeah, we already had cures. We already got cures for all the other diseases, so they have to create new ones so the big farm can continue to make money, right? We can get into some conspiracy theory stuff. So the thing that I like about TradingView now is, you know how we normally type in our, oh, excuse me, I need to take a drink of water. So you know how we normally type in our acronyms like BTC? Now they actually have logos next to the main charts right there. So see primary symbol, and everything else is a subsidiary of that. So it helps out on charting now that they have this signal. So I don't know if you guys I don't know if you guys chart or anything like that, but that's pretty cool now how they have these designated symbols of the primary charts now on TradingView. I thought that was pretty neat. You want to know something that I'm kind of trying to ignore right now? You know my saying, you know, normally when it pumps, you retrace back down to the 50% area of that pump. That would, look at that. That 50% area is right where we bounced right here at around 22,000 for BTC. And if we break above this 25.2 right here, man, I'm going to be going crazy. That only applies to every coin besides BTC, chef. So LCX up 3% at 9.6. I like the small market cap. All-time high was 56, top of the last bull run. So we're only down 82% compared to the 90% that a lot of other coins are down. Look at this though. 3 years ago, if you would have bought this 3 years ago, 135,000% up on your investment. How crazy is that? Every other coin retraces 50, BCT retraces 100. Yeah, so this one, just like all the rest, let's see. Ooh, this one's trying to, oh man, look at that. We are riding right on. Hang on, let me actually make this correct. Nope, we haven't broken out yet. So we got the top here. 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 So we haven't broken out yet on LCX. I thought we were back testing, but we're not. So LCX is getting rejected on this downtrend like it has been since February 16th. Indicators are a little high. WTX hasn't printed a sell. RSI hasn't printed a sell. MACD is starting to lose some momentum as well. So let's draw a fib on this. Good thing is you are above the 618. So we're gonna be keeping an eye on as this pull back down to the 618 here at around 994. And then a possible another test of this downtrend at 9.5. If we get out of this downtrend, it's gonna be 786 back test and a continuation to the upside. So there's several coins we charted tonight that actually broke out of their downtrend. Maybe this one's just lagging a little bit behind, who knows? But for short term right now, indicators are a little bit high. So I would be expecting a pullback. Even if we go down to this 0.5 right here at 9.1, that still would be putting in a higher low, and that still would be bullish, but then we would be below the 618. So if you want LCX to pump, you want it to bounce off 9.4. If it bounces off 9.4, that's going to be the confirmation of a break. If we fall below the 618 here at 9.4, I think we're going to be waiting a little bit longer to break out of this downtrend. So actually, let's look at the day chart here, because there's a lot of coins on the 4 hour. They're pretty much telling us the same thing. Day chart's looking extremely bullish on this though. I mean, we got the sell signals back here at the large pullback, and look, we've already pretty much retraced on every single indicator. MACD is trying really hard to have a bullish crossover right here. We're close. We haven't quite done it. We haven't quite crossed over yet, but we're pretty close there on the MACD. RSI starting to tail back up. WTX is looking very, very good as well. So I think the bottom right here that it dropped to at 7.9 is going to be the bottom. I don't think we're going much lower than that. I think LCX bottom, and there's a very good chance of us overtaking this downtrend here shortly. So I think it's just a matter of time. Excuse me. And once we break out of this downtrend, this will be 786, 618, and then working its way up to the 1236 here around 11.4. So I'm going to be bullish here in the longer term of it. I don't think we're going down here anymore. I think it's done, over with. So mana. So mana's up 2159. Oh, look at that. So mana, oh, I have two different fibs on here. So mana's still following the large fib here. We bounced off that 0.5. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but you can see large run up here, retrace back down to the 50% area of that pump. Normally a normal thing. What's up, Will? OG Diamond in the house. So yeah, point 0.5, we actually got this huge buy signal that broke us above the 618. Got that buy signal on the WTX, RSI. MACD actually just flipped bullish as well. So mana on the day chart is looking really good. Sorry, my throat's starting to get really bad now. So for the short term right now on mana, what I'm really looking for here is a movement back up to the 786 here on the day chart at around 66 cents. Just like a lot of charts we charted tonight, check out the downtrend. Downtrend is broken, so that's officially bullish. We're in between fibs right now. Next fib is the 786. Let's look at the 4 hour. Yeah, so we did have bottom. We did have that breakout confirmation. Actually, that's not valid right there yet. Hang on, let's make it valid. Breakout confirmation briefly dipped back in, but we bounced off that 618. So mana's bullish right now, guys. Short term, however, we're pretty high on indicators, but in the day chart we're looking bullish. So short term, we could see a little bit of volatility. Let's draw a micro fib on this to see where that volatility could take us. Short term, we'll go to the top right here. Short term, we have to maintain over the 618. We're barely above it right now, so we have to maintain above the 618. If we break below the 618 at 5.960 cents, I think what for man in the short term, we could see this pull back down to the 0.5 area at around 5.7 and then continue up to the 786. Regardless of that, long term man is bullish. We broke out of that downtrend, so 0.5 and continuation up to the upside. So with that, guys, I have time to try one more coin tonight. My throat's getting very scratchy. If you weren't part of the live stream earlier, there's a possibility that I have strep throat, went to the doctor and whatnot like that. So I did my best during the live stream. I have enough time to chart one more coin tonight, so who wants it? Like I said, I do have work off tomorrow, so there's a good chance that I will do a day stream depending on how my throat feels. BTC Bank, what's that? Yeah, I don't know what BTC Bank is. It's where you put your money when the bank fails. Hang on, if what's the acronym for it? Casper 0.837. Acronym, yeah, ticker. Whoa, look at this. This is when I had really cool fibs. Similar to every coin we charted, we're pretty much a little bit overbought. MACD's about ready to, not about ready, MACD's starting to lose some steam. RSI sitting at 54. WTX is starting to work its way back up. Bitcoin Bank is the full name. So currently on Casper, 382. 382 is our resistance area right now. So 382 is what we need to focus on overtaking at 3.7 cents. Indicators in the 4 hour are pretty high, but let's see what the day chart. The day chart has been giving a lot of people hopium lately, so let's see if it gives you a little bit of hopium. Yeah, here's your hopium right here. MACD is about ready or working its way towards a bullish crossover. RSI is not overbought. We're actually below 50. WTX is below 0. So next stop for Casper most likely is at 382 at around 3.7 cents. We overtake that 382 area. I'm going to be seeing another large green wick like this. And the crazy part is I've had my volume on all day. Look at that. I was going to call that movement up to the 0.5. And that's what it's looking like. That 0.5 volume area, when you're below that volume area, it kind of acts as a magnet. So that's what I'm going to be calling here in the longer term is that 0.5. That's approximately a 5% move to the upside. So I'm going to be bullish here on Casper. Short term, keep an eye on that 382. It could act as some resistance at around 3.7. But in the longer retrospective things, I think 0.5 is going to be the next stop here in the longer term at around 4 cents, 3.94 cents area for Casper. Oh, Bitcoin Bank's only on these Uniswaps. Let me actually see if I can pull up my deck screener real quick for you. Here we are, BTC Bank. Yo, that's a rug right there. that is a... I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing. I'm laughing at the chart. So right now it looks like the price is 0.1. Market cap's 366K. It only has 2.8K of liquidity, so that's not good. I'd be very, very, very cautious on something like this, especially since it just came out this year. Yeah, look, I'm pulling this up in the chart. There's no price action. Yeah, this is a dud. This is exactly what banks do. They take all your money and then they rug it. That's exactly what happened today. Okay, two more, and then I'm going to be done. PRQ and Kava. So Kava's going to be the last one. PRQ, then Kava. Oh, yeah, I haven't done Parsec yet. Good call, good call. So Parsec, the last time I charted Parsec, I was looking for my 10 cents buy. That's what I charted. I got out of Parsec. I was looking for 10 cents. I did pick my, excuse me, I did pick my bag back up at, I believe I picked it up at 10.2. So I do have my bag of Parsec for the remainder of this bull run. It wasn't as large as I'd like it to be because I did take some of those funds and put it into bonk, but I do still have a decent sized position in PRQ, and it is going to be a cycle hold for me. So I'm going to hold this the remainder of the bull run. I was just looking for that 10 cents retracement to get back in, and we did get it. So PRQ, I think what was it? I was obviously turning on MEXC, I believe, because that's what I was holding it on. Yeah, this is what I was looking for here for Parsec. So if you asked for Parsec, obviously you saw my Parsec videos before. And what I was looking for is this drop back down to around 10 cents. So it actually wicked all the way down to 10.24, and I shit you not, I actually caught this wick right here. So that is where I got in at. I got in at 10.2 right here. So I am back in on Parsec, and the charts aren't looking bad. So the day chart right now, RSI is pretty low. WTX hasn't put in a buy signal. During the lifespan on MEXC, we've only put in a buy signal once on Parsec. MACD is starting to lose its bearish momentum. You can see the bearish momentum starting to, I guess, get lost. If I just want to repeat myself, we had a large movement here, and they're starting to get smaller and smaller with lighter red candles. So the day chart does look promising, and it does look like that 10 cents area is the bottom. So 4 hour chart right here. Excuse me. Trying to ride the struggle bus, guys. Okay, short term right here for Parsec. Top to bottom. We're right on the 236 right now as support. 4 hour chart isn't looking very promising, but I do think this 236 is a hold. I do think I did get in at the best possible price. Like, I don't think we're going back down the 10 cents. Regardless of us going below this 236 area right here, we have been putting in higher highs and higher lows. And I do think we will be continuing to do that back up to the 618 area right here at around 12.7. So yes, we were at 14 cents prior, but we had this huge run up right here because of the AI hype. So the AI hype and PRQ possibly being the backbone of a lot of different AIs. And I still think that's a possibility, but now that the AI hype's are kind of out of the mainstream, we kind of had that retracement lull back down. And I do think this point, that 10 cents area that I talked about, is the bottom for Parsec, and we're just gonna be gradually working our way back up. Short-term downtrend area for Parsec right now, we haven't broken it yet, so that's kind of concerning to me, but I'm still not concerned with my entry price that I got in on Parsec. This actually confirms that movement back up to the 0.5, because you can see there's that 0.5 convergence area right here of that downtrend. So I am going to be looking for a 12.25 cents area for Parsec. If we do head down lower, so be it. I'm not going to dollar cost average lower. I bought the bag for the cycle. My remaining funds are most likely going to be allocated this week, and I'm just going to be holding on for dear life. I have a little bit of dry powder left, and I think this week could be a little bit volatile, and I'm officially saying it here in the live stream. I'm going to deploy the rest of my dry powder this week, and then I'm going to be in. I'm going to be 100% in. And if BTC shits the bed, then I got in at the wrong time. I still think, regardless of when you get in now or get in during the last BTC top, we're still have very, very good seats on our ship. But Trading Crypto's deploying the rest of his dry powder this week, and then I'm just holding on. I think the bottom's in. I think we're about ready to go. Either that or I'm just fucking bored of the bear market. So short term right now, let's keep an eye on this convergence here for Parsec. I do think we are going to be working our way back up there. Like I said, I did buy my bag right here. If we go lower, so be it. But right now, I don't think we're going down. I think we're heading back up to test this downtrend in PRQ. So last but not least, we're getting into Kava. Kava's up 57109, so we're above that dollar mark, which is bullish already. Wow, that's a nice run for Kava. Unlike a lot of different coins, though, we're overbought. We zoom in here, look at that candle. This is a sell candle right now. So this might be a good short. So 4 hour, we're overbought. We got the sell signal. 1 day chart, we're pretty high as well. So what we really need to focus on here in Kava, you can see that high is 114. If we get rejected there, that should be a double top, and then we can see a capitulation to the downside. Indicators are, this is probably the most overbought chart we looked at today for Kava. So our overpriced chart that we looked today was Kava. So short term right now, top to bottom, what we could possibly see here is we had this nice run up. The lowest that we can go to maintain our bullish momentum is the 786 at around 103. Then we can work our way up to the 102. If we break below this 103, the next stop's the 618. You can see we don't have a lot of price volume in this general area. So when we start going down, we're to be heading down fast. And regardless that the 786 is one of the main fib areas, if we don't have a lot of price volume and we gain a lot of momentum, we'll most likely crash through that and head back down to the 618 here. Now, what I really want to focus on here is this uptrend we have. We draw this uptrend. This kind of confirms, you can see we touch bottom here, bottom here, bottom here. This kind of confirms that drop down to the 618. So that would confirm this downtrend convergence area right here. And we can see a decent sized bounce off that. So for Kava, I am going to be bearish. Maximum drop would be 10%. You can see we are within an expanding wedge right now, so I will keep this drawn. But right now I think what we're going to be seeing is a drop back down to the bottom of this wedge here for Kava to the 618. So for Kava, keep an eye in two different areas. 786 at around 103. We break below that critical price support of $1, and you know that's a very psychological support area. Then I'm expecting to drop back down to the 618 at around 96 cents for Kava. And then we'd assess the situation. So with that, guys, I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. I'm going to end the live stream. If you haven't already, please press that like button, smash it, just smash the crap out of it. It really helps my channel out. If you haven't already, make sure you join my Discord channel. The link is below in the description. I'm on there daily. A lot of great people on there, a lot of valuable information, bouncing ideas off of each other. I'm also trying to be more active on my Twitter. That link is also in the description below. So I am going to try to do a live stream tomorrow, depending on how I feel. But with that, I appreciate everybody stopping out for the weekly live stream. I will stick around in the chats for a little bit. Excuse me. So I will catch you guys next time on the live stream of Charting Crypto. Thanks for coming out, everyone.